I'm gonna feed you. You just gotta wait 1 second. You calm down, Missy. There's one for you, one for you. You don't want it? Is it not good? No good? Come. Come here. Come. There you go. There you go. Good boy. Fine. Hello everyone. Before I eat myself or before we make food for ourselves, I'm gonna feed the cats real quick. Yeah, you munch away. I started a little bit earlier today than I said. Here's some egg. Want some egg? Oh, yummy. Hmm? My husband made some egg earlier. And I had some leftovers. Oh. Rusty, calm down. You're eating way too fast. Fine. Rusty is such a fast eater. Hmm? Just take your time with it. No one's gonna steal your food. Okay? Is good? Yummy? We're not stealing her food. We're not doing that. No. Rusty, you're not stealing her food. I know what you're trying to do. No, this is her food. Come on. No, this is hers. Come. Rusty, no, this is her food. You ate yours already. It's empty. See, it's empty. Here's your bowl. Good girl. I know. Rusty, no. This is not your food. You already ate yours. I can't help it if you're just swallowing the whole bowl in one go. That's not my problem. Yeah, you keep eating, Chance. You keep eating. Good boy. Thanks for not eating your food. Thank you, Rusty. You're being a good boy. Fine. So you're doing some cat mukbang. So you want your scrambled eggs? Scrambled egg? Yummy. Yeah. Okay, let's get started, Shotzi. You done eating? Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Anne. Gatinho. Hi, Shuriken. I'm good. I just fed the cats because they were freaking out, even though it's not even the dinner time yet, but I gave in as so often. My cats are very vocal and they know how to get what they want. I'm trying not to teach them to meow at me or, you know. It's okay if they meow, but they just do it all day long until they get what they want. But I don't know, I have to teach them that they're not getting their way when they meow at me, so I should stop giving in and only feed them at the designated times. But it's not easy sometimes. Kitties are very hard to resist. Yes, that's true. And you're just cute. So, oh well, now they got the food an hour early, I think. So, oh, not even, yeah, 30 minutes early. That's not too bad. I wish cats had like a better sense of time, but I mean, they probably know that it's not their time. They're just trying to get it early. But yeah, can't blame them. I would probably be the same if I was a cat. All right, so we're making a little goat cheese tart. Gotta get my cake thingy real quick. Trying to get everything ready before I start. So we need one of those. I got a metal one. Glass works too. Hi Tanda. How you doing, Tanda and Shuriken? How you doing? Did the rain or the thunder get to Georgia yet? You said you heard a little bit of thunder earlier, right? He had already stopped. We got like multiple rounds of storms coming through, so I hope that was the last one, but apparently it's gonna be like that until 11 tonight, so I don't know. I'm gonna add some flour to my bowl. I usually don't really use recipes for anything, so I use 2 of these little Japanese plates or bowls. That's my measure. And then I will use 1 egg. I've heard that predators tend to have a very elastic sense of time since hunting can require extreme patience. Oh, that's a good perspective. I never thought about that. But yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, they are hunters, or predators, so they don't have their designated meal times. I guess they just have to eat whenever the food comes along. Yeah, we're gonna add an egg. And these eggs are, usually I try to get them from a local farm, but I just didn't do it this month. So we still have some of those pasture, what are they called, pasture raised eggs, and they have a little QR code so you can see the chickens, like they have a little chicken live stream, and then you can see the chickens running around from the farm that you bought the eggs from, which is kind of cute. Probably just I don't know, it's marketing, but still better than the bad eggs, I guess. Yeah, now we're gonna add some butter. So if you're making a quiche or a tart, similar, but for the quiche, all you need is flour, some cold butter, or it doesn't have to be cold, but not molten, like it still needs to be a little bit harder. So I'm gonna add pieces of butter, and I will add some flaxseed as well. I just like having a little bit more fiber and nutritious properties to the dough instead of just white flour. And I'm not a huge fan of whole wheat flours for quiches. I like the white flour, but I like the nutty flavor of flax seeds, or linseeds, as some people say. By the way, linseeds, the fabric linen is made from the plant of the flax seed. So just in case you didn't know, or anyone didn't know. And oftentimes linen or flaxseed comes from France. They're one of the biggest farmers of flax or linseed. So this is what it looks like. And then I'm going to add some salt, very important. If the dough isn't salted, it's not very, I just don't like it when it's too bland, so I like it better with some salt and flavor. And I'm going to add some black pepper as well. It's been buddy storms around, but most of it has stayed north of us. Okay, good, nice. For us, it was really just rain, so it didn't really bother me. It was actually pretty cozy, to be honest. Being inside the house doing chores with thunderstorm and rain is definitely not the worst. That was actually really nice to listen to. Pretty cool. Happy birds make happy eggs, maybe. Yeah, I guess. By the way, I washed my hands before the stream. The fed the cats, but didn't really touch anything. And it's my cat, so, and it's just me eating it. Hi, Fundy. You okay, Fundy? Flax meal is good stuff. Think that the blue dye called wood also comes from the flax plant. Oh, I did not know that. Interesting. Very cool. Also, I messed up. I completely forgot the oven will kill the germs, right? That's what I believe. Yeah, if I knew I'm gonna cook that for someone else, I would have washed my hands again, even though I just did that before I fed my cats. But since it's my cats and it's just me and my husband eating it, oh well. But yeah, I messed up because I forgot that this Sunday we have the Renaissance Festival, and I had a meeting yesterday and there's so much stuff going on. I wasn't enough butter, but there's so many things going on that I completely forgot to order my outfit for the Renaissance Festival on Amazon, so I guess I'll be the only person without an outfit there. Probably not the only person, but the only person out of my friend group that's going. So, yeah, I might find one there when we go there. They have a lot of vendors, and I'm pretty sure they are selling costumes. I know that last year when I was there, they had a lot of costume vendors, but I don't know how expensive that's gonna be. It's probably super overpriced compared to ordering it online, so I hope it's not gonna be too bad. We'll see. If it's too expensive, I'm just gonna be without costume, but that's okay. There's worse things out there. Also, I saw that you made some new shorts, Shuriken. I have to watch them and comment later. I have not been very active on YouTube today. I really was just doing chores all day. There's so much stuff that needed to be done and piled up. Hi, Eric. I just remembered about the Renfest a few minutes ago. I was wondering what became of the costume. Yeah, I don't know. I hope I can buy some there. That was just the hope I had today. We'll see. I'm pretty sure I can. I hope it's not too expensive. I'm doing good, Eric. I hope you're doing good too. Welcome back. This dough is very crumbly, but it should be okay. It's crazy how much butter you need for quiche dough. But yeah, how was everyone's day? What did you all do? Did you, I saw that you had some nice Huangtian tea. Shuriken. It looks so cute. I love the packaging of it. How it just came like a little ball. The paper wrapper is super cute. Hong Kong is still the place, I guess, for the trading, tea trading, and shipping it overseas. You get the good old, he is getting in my mouth when I talk. Get the good old Yunnan tea. Where do you usually order your tea, Shuriken, if you want to share? Do you do it on like a special website, or is it over Amazon, or do you have like a special website where you do that? Okay, so the thing, if you make quiche or a tart, I think tart is probably just a sweet version of a quiche, usually with apple or chocolate or pears. If you make the dough, don't over knead it. You don't want it to get like super gluttonous, like gluttonous, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want the gluten to be too strong and stretchy. You don't want it to be tough or chewy. So don't over knead dough for quiche or tarts. You want it to be a little bit crumbly, kind of like a shortbread texture or crumbly texture. Yeah, that's one thing to remember when you make that. And now we have to roll it out. I'm going to use some flour just so it doesn't stick to my kitchen counter. And technically you should probably let that rest in the fridge for a little bit, like 30 minutes to an hour. Ain't nobody got time for that, and I'm hungry, so we'll skip that part. Rules are made to be broken. And I'm going to use this French lemonade bottle that I just washed out, where I had some lemon juice in. Like, I usually make some lemon juice with water. And Shuriken, you know about the magical berry that I ordered. So I have lemon juice without sugar, and it still tastes sweet. And it's called miracle berry, so you can eat a lemon after you ate a miracle berry, and the miracle berry will make everything taste super sweet. It really is like a miracle. It's crazy. Yeah, I should have probably let that rest for a little bit longer, but oh well. I was away from the phone for a minute. Came back, just you asked about where I got my tea. Oh, nice. White to tea. We've gotten tea from them before. Okay, so it's like an extra website, I assume. Very cool. But yeah, I really like that packaging of the Huangpian. Super cute. I love those kind of minimalistic packagings. Just like a paper wrap, kind of like a butter. And I love how it just comes in a piece, or a little cake. Next time I go to China, I have to let you know, Shuriken, and I'm gonna go explore some tea places, and maybe I can bring some back home and send one over when I'm back in Tennessee. But I honestly have no idea when I'm gonna go back to China. I would love to go soon, especially since I think they still have the visa-free thing going on for Europeans. So Europeans, and I don't know if Americans are allowed to. I think Americans also can travel to China without visa at the moment, but maybe after the whole tariff thing became official, they're probably not doing it anymore, but I'd have to look into it. Yeah, I was a little impatient with the dough. Should have let that rest for a little bit longer, but oh well. Exploring. We can get some decent tea from Amazon sometimes, but you need to be careful. There's a lot of crap teas on Amazon too. Oh yeah, they just have some nice packaging and descriptions, and you never know what you'll end up with and where it's from and how the quality is, I guess. Exploring some tea place in China would be absolutely incredible. Oh, for sure. Definitely think about, I think about China a lot, and traveling there was so much fun. Definitely miss those times, especially with with friends from college. They are from university there. Just going as a group, which is really cool experience. Oh well, yeah, I should have let that rest a little bit longer, but I'm a very impatient person, unfortunately. It's not always, or yeah, it's sometimes a little annoying, especially when it comes to stuff that has a dough, and doughs typically like to rest for a little bit. But it usually works out. Usually, if it's not one big piece of dough, I'll just do patchwork and stick it together. So I'm gonna butter this pan real quick. Very important step. If you forget that, have fun getting the quiche back out of it. Definitely happened to me a few times before. With Amazon, I pay a little attention to the reviews, but I pay most attention to the pictures. If there's not a detailed picture of the tea, I always pass. Oh yeah, it's smart. Sometimes it's probably just the packaging and you won't see the tea, and then you end up with some weird crumbles, just the stalks, or yeah, I had that before for sure. Promise I'm paying attention to the cookery. Also, sister. Oh, you're good. Don't worry. This is a very crumbly dough. Yeah. Usually, if you let that rest, it will be way more coherent and not as. I'll roll it out again. See, being impatient does not do anyone any good. It's a learning for myself. I might have to do some patchwork for my quiche. Maybe I should let the dough rest in the fridge, but I really don't want to. So it will work out. We will patch something together. All right, let's roll it out again. At least I don't have to knead it as much as a pizza dough. Like making pizza dough or bread dough definitely gets your sweat on. It's like a workout itself. So I'm definitely happy I don't have to do that. Usage in time saves 9, as they say. But that's a hard rule to follow. It is, yeah. But it's definitely something I need to work on. It's my patience with myself and people. Definitely goes both ways. It's definitely not my strength at all to be patient. I really admire people that are patient. I would say I have perseverance. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but patience is not something I can pride myself with. Yeah, I think I might have to patch that dough into the quiche form, but that's okay. That's not the first time. I love my quiche dough. Yeah, I'll do that. Super crumbly. So I like it very buttery, but that makes the dough very fragile and brittle. So it's hard to put it in the cake form in one piece. But that's okay. We'll just do a patchwork, like I said. It always works too. It's kind of like Play-Doh, so you just work yourself around that form, like Play-Doh. And I like to make dough like this for cookies during Christmas, like Christmas cookies. I like mine very shortbready and crumbly. And instead of flaxseed for Christmas cookies, I will use hazelnuts. And I just put them in a blender and blend them up. And yeah, it's just so yummy using hazelnuts in Christmas cookies. Almonds work too, but I personally prefer hazelnut flavor. Everything with hazelnut is just better, in my opinion. Not everything, I guess, but when it comes to baking, I think it adds a nice flavor. So let me heat up the oven. And there's also, once you have the dough in here, there's a way to, you probably know about that, blind bake it. So you put a layer of baking sheet on top of it, and you, kind of like a puzzle, it's almost fun, put some like dried chickpeas or something on top to make it heavier, so the dough doesn't rise and doesn't create any like bubbles or like holes. But I usually don't do that. I skip that step. It's too fancy. Like, you can definitely do that and it makes it probably better, but it works without all that. Like, I made so many quiches in my life, and I've done that blind baking maybe once or twice, but it was just so annoying, to be honest. And it works without. It's kind of how I lived throughout my school career. Minimal effort and maximum outcome. And it also worked for me. Not saying it was maximum outcome, but I always passed everything and everything worked, so. Hi Tanda, welcome back. Kneading pizza dough is a time consuming for sure. Patience is not my strong suit either. Welcome to the club. Never done the blind baking with dried beans, but it always seems like a cool trick. It does. Yeah, it looks nice, and I've done it before. 1 second, guys. Oh, so what's up? No, you're not jumping off the chair, okay? You're not jumping off the chair, please. I don't want you to get hurt. Oscar tried to jump off the chair. So he does this little whining if he needs help. And I hear that even when I watch TV. Just not loud, but I kind of developed a sixth sense for it, so I can always hear it. And yeah, our quiche dough puzzle is coming along. We're getting there, slowly but steadily. Talking about patience. Hazelnuts. Yeah, you need to try that. It is really good. It is such a staple in a German supermarket to buy ground hazelnuts for baking. We use nuts a lot in general in our baking, not just pecan nuts. Do you say pecan nuts, shuriken, or do you say pecan nuts? I know people have different opinions and pronunciations for it. I don't even know what I prefer. Pecan. I think pecan because it's the closest to German, how we would say it. But yeah, we bake a lot with hazelnuts, almonds, and walnuts. Pecan or pecan nuts are very rare. That's more like a modern thing in Germany. So I remember seeing them for the first time not too long ago. I mean, it's been a few years, but it's really just more like a fancy thing for us. For us, walnuts are way more normal, like staple. Try to do everything at maximum speed as fast as I can while still doing a good job. You need to learn to slow down. Yeah, totally. It's the same for me. I'll be back. Oscar, what are you trying to achieve? You want to say hi? A piece of dough? Butter, flour, nothing bad. You can eat it if you want to. Okay. Let me throw this away. I guess now I really gotta wash my hands. I'm sure I see. There you go. Pecan. Pecan. Nice. It's a mix of both. Pecan. Are you so hungry, son? I already fed you. Oscar, you had your food for today. Don't even act. And yeah, back to what you just said. You need to try to slow down. Exact same for me. I am definitely trying most of the times. Sometimes I forget to try just because, you know, you're falling back into old patterns easily, I guess, as a human. So I have to remind myself that I need to try. Yeah, I think it's definitely a good thing to slow down and one step at a time and really pay attention to what you're doing and yeah, just slow down. Definitely that's something I need to work on for sure. That's something I always struggled with. When I used to paint a lot or draw a lot, and I hated starting something but not finishing, but at the same time a big painting or a complex drawing will definitely take some time, but I have such a hard time to just let it be and just wait till the next day. So I have that if I'm like in a phase where I'm painting a lot again, I usually stay up super late, and sometimes I can work on something all night just so I can finish it, because I just don't want to go to bed and wait until the next day. So that happens super easily with me, with anything that I'm interested in at that moment. Many sleepless nights over stuff like that. Or during COVID, when I tried to get better at the guitar, and I had a lot of time because you weren't allowed to meet anyone for months. So I picked my guitar back up and I started just writing some songs. Not that they're good, I will never ever publish them or like show them on YouTube, but just for myself, and it was a lot of fun. But I just couldn't stop doing it and just go to bed, so I was like staying up like all night sometimes, just finishing something. So definitely need to learn to take a break, step back from something, and then pick it up the next day without overthinking it and stressing about it. But it's just part of my personality, I guess. Just want to finish something and then I can rest. Is that similar for you, shuriken? If you're like making the shurikens, it probably takes a while to make them. I think I never asked you how long it takes for you to make a shuriken. It definitely looks very complex. Or a spoon. I think you said you takes you at least a couple hours for just the engravings. Okay, we are almost there. Teaching or reminder to myself, never rush the dough, so otherwise you'll spend more time doing the whole dough puzzle. So next time I have to let it rest a little bit, even if it's just for like 30 minutes or so, or 20 minutes. And I made a little bit much. I think I made enough dough for 2 quiches, but I'm gonna keep the rest in the fridge for another time. And just make another one. And yeah, I'm gonna put that in the oven now, and then we can make the filling. And what I like to do is I'm gonna poke some holes into the dough with a fork, so that prevents it from making or forming bubbles, like air bubbles, and rising from the ground, because you don't want the quiche dough to rise. It's one of the rare occasions where you don't want anything baked to rise. Okay. So this is our dough, and then you just use the fork and poke some holes into it. And don't worry about that. It's not gonna mess up anything. The filling is not gonna get through the holes or anything like that. Okay, so the dough is ready to go. Hi, Leon. Into the oven. Last time I made a quiche, I burned my finger. So this time I didn't. Guess I learned from the last experience. Hi, Danny. Wie geht's? How are you doing? I just finished the dough for my quiche. It fits right into my butter wrapper. And I put it in the oven, so now I'm just gonna make the filling real quick. And clean up that mess I made. Great, I got the flour all over my pants, but good thing I still have to do the laundry today anyways. How's your day been, Danny? I was about to call you the stinger. Everything is okay, that's good. Have you been in Marco's stream lately? I think I missed no, I've seen the last one, but only half of it, I think, because I had to go to my meeting during the second half. I started fishing at 5 in the morning. Oh wow. Did you fish all day or 5 in the morning? I guess the fish like being up early, huh? Is there like I'm not a fishing expert at all, so you probably know all about it. Is there a perfect time to go fishing, or like a weather, like rain, sun? I don't know, is there any tips and tricks you want to share with anyone? Hi Saga, welcome back. Good to see you again. We're talking about fishing almost all day. Oh, 12 at night already? Oh, you're right, yeah. I always forget that you're in the Netherlands. Morning, evening are the best. Okay. That's what my husband said too, but I don't trust him because he never catches anything, so. He did in the past, just not with me. Maybe I'm the reason. Maybe I'm just scaring the fish away. So don't blame him. So I'm gonna make a beetroot, feta cheese, and smoked goat cheese quiche. And I know beetroots are not very popular among people, and I feel like people need to give them a little bit of a chance. You know, they're really delicious. They're like a sweet flavor, but like a very interesting flavor. So yeah, I feel like people need to give beetroot a chance. They're like not very popular with most people, and I get it. They have like an earthy flavor. That's why yeah, in the quiche really doesn't taste earthy at all. And with the goat cheese, especially the smoked goat cheese and feta cheese, it really blends in perfectly. Beetroot juice is delicious. Oh, you're probably the only person thinking that. It's like I think most people probably drink it for health reasons, but that's great if you think it's delicious. Morning from here. How's the weather, Saga? Is it hot? Is it raining? Or here it's been raining. You saw it earlier. It's been raining all day, so I thought it would be a cozy kitchen stream today, making some hearty food while it's raining outside. Thunderstorms stopped for now, but we'll have more later, I think. So it's gonna be storming all day basically. 43 fish today. You caught 43 fish? Did I read that right? Whoa, that is crazy. Oh, you do live streams too? I did not know that. Okay. Interesting. And funnily, I don't fish myself, but watching live streams where people are out in the ocean on a kayak and do some deep sea fishing. I always hope they don't catch anything because I feel super bad for the fish, but I still kind of enjoy watching them. Probably also for the reason because I'm like excited to see sharks, and I'm like hoping for them to see one. I mean, they probably don't hope to see one because it's scary, but I'm always excited to see one. So I love watching those ocean kayaking, fishing live streams. But yeah, I don't hope that anything bites. I just hope for a shark to say hi. And obviously not do anything bad, but I just like the sensation, or you know, like waiting for it. And so far, it's very rare that people encounter any sharks, so it makes me feel a little bit better about going into the ocean because they're out there for hours and they rarely ever see one, you know. But where do you go fishing, Danny, if you want to share? Is it more like a lake, a river, ocean fishing? Do you love tuna fish? I think tuna fish has a lot of mercury, and I'm also not a huge fan because, I don't know, I feel bad for them. They can get really old and huge, so it's almost the level of a shark, so I feel a little bit bad when people catch tuna fish. And they're very unhealthy, I think, compared to other fish. There are beetroot chips in our country and they are popular. They are popular? Really? I know in Germany we have beetroot chips too, but it's more like a fancy thing, like for some like health junkies, you know, if they want to eat healthy instead of eating normal chips, they eat beetroot chips. But I like them. They're just super sweet, right? I'm sure you like them too, Saga, especially when you like beetroot juice. That's so cool that you like beetroot. I think you're the only person I ever met that likes beetroot like me. Very nice. Beetroot gang over here. It was dry today, but a little humid. Humid. It sucks. Humid is just, I hate humid weather. It's been raining since 2 days, but I was dry today. Okay. Well, I'm glad you got some rain. I bet that was nice to get a little bit of a break from the heat and the plants get some rain. I only catch and release. Oh, okay, I got you. I thought you were just bringing home 43 fishes. You probably wouldn't have to buy any meat or any fish for the whole year if you did. So when you do catch and release, so you just do you weigh them, or I know in Germany it's forbidden to take them out and weigh them and do catch and release. Is there like a rule or like a law in the Netherlands that's similar? And don't worry, I'm not gonna report you if you did. And I might be wrong about that law, but I think it's not allowed to take them out of the water and put them on the weighing thing. I think in Germany you can get in trouble for that. At least from what I heard, I follow this one marine biologist, and he's like an environmentalist too, and he does a lot of projects, and he used to be a catch and release fisher himself, so he knows a lot about it, and I love watching his videos about animals. And he does shark diving too and photography. It's really interesting. Beetroot, one major benefit, level of hemoglobin. Yes, exactly. It is really good for your blood. You're right. It your blood can carry more oxygen this way, I think, or increases the oxygen. It's a river called the Ruhr in Vermont, where I live. Where's Vermont close to? Is it closer to Rotterdam or Den Haag or Amsterdam? Okay, so our dough is pretty much done. I'm just gonna let that sit here for now. And the beetroots. And then I need my pan. Oh man, cooking is so sad sometimes. I spent quite a while this morning to clean my kitchen and reorganize some stuff. And now everything is just dirty again, so yay. Hi, Funny. We were just talking about fishing and the weather in India, and I forgot what else. I love beetroot, nice. And beetroot, most importantly, beetroot is a very underrated vegetable. And you can eat beetroot raw, by the way. It's good for you. And your hands look like this afterwards. No rules. Oh, nice. Good for you. I think the Netherlands is just way more laid back with a lot of things. What is that one? Is it peeled beetroot? Yes, that was beetroot after using this grater. It's gonna look really cute. I'm gonna grate the second one, by the way. It's not enough, it's a tiny one. If I were to assign emotions to vegetables, potato must be the cool kid in the class. Beetroot, on the other hand, has to the smart kid, but an introvert who keeps getting bullied. That's funny. I definitely agree with that. So now we just gotta find a good emotion or character trait for some other root vegetables. So I agree with the potato, the cool kid. I would say potato is almost, in my, when I think about a potato being a person, it'd probably be like just one of the normal kids that blends right in, you know, happy family and all that. 3 cars and a big house. And then, oh no, yeah, maybe the cool kid. I think you're right because it's super popular, so that makes sense. And then we have sweet potato. So sweet potato, you could imagine sweet potato because it's also pretty popular, but it's a little bit more special. So beetroot definitely the smart kid, I agree, because it has so many health benefits and people just don't value it for what it is and they just see it as a nerd or like an easy target. Poor beetroot, now I feel bad for it. And carrot. Carrot is healthier, not as popular, I would say. Carrot is probably like the kids that always bring like some super healthy food for lunch and have like super health conscious parents. Lemon must be that quite emotional girl who screams out when gets stressed but mostly sweet. That's cute. How about carrot? I love carrots personally. I like eating them raw. My husband, for example, he hates carrot raw. He can eat them cooked, like roasted, cooked, or anything. But he says he cannot eat it raw. Like he has like an aversion against it. It's not just like he doesn't like it, but he cannot eat it raw. Potato had a nice life. Potato went to private school and dated the prom queen. Yeah. And sweet potato, I'm still not sure if sweet potato is even more popular. Like would sweet potato be the prom queen? Or more like the quarterback kid, or the super sporty kid, or more like a super chill person, like the comic relief. Hey Shuriken, we're just talking about vegetables if they were people. I know, Funny started it, so, and I love it. I'm one of those people that ask those questions when I'm with other people in like groups, like if I was a vegetable, if you were a vegetable or a bug, what kind of bug would you be? I feel like I ask those questions when I meet people more than how old are you or what's your job? Because I feel like those kind of questions say a lot about how people perceive themselves and say a lot about their character, and especially when they try to describe why they picked like a Japanese beetle or ladybug, or you know, like it says a lot about themselves or why they think they're a certain fruit or something. I think when I asked my husband what I would be, he said I would be, when I said nuts, he would say I'm a walnut and a blackberry. Fruit, vegetables, I think he said cucumber, if I'm not wrong. I think I said he was a sweet potato and a blueberry. This is a fascinating concept. Do you guys do that too? Bang on, you think, Saga? Nice. Oh, I missed another one from Funny. Carrot was definitely the story writer. Oh, the theater kid. Carrot was the kid who ran the school newspaper with specs and had a thing for the tomato. He was into cheerleading. That's cute. Cucumber. I mean, the first thing that came to my mind was cucumber was cool because of the saying cool as a cucumber. So, and no one hates cucumber. Cucumber gets along with everyone. It's not outstanding or anything. Like no one, it's not like the super popular kid, but I think cucumber blends in nicely. Just a nice person. Quarterback kid, that's definitely banana. Flexing those muscles and hanging out with milk. The banana. Okay, so we're going from root vegetables to all kind of vegetables. Okay, well, yeah, then I wouldn't have picked a sweet potato for it. I thought I would just bringing in the root vegetables into the equation. But yeah, banana, I go with that. I agree. If you pick from all kinds of vegetables or fruit, banana is definitely quarterback material. If you were a vegetable, I think you'd be a tangerine. Never made it to being a tomato, but cooler than lemon. Life of the party, otherwise harmless. A tangerine. That's interesting. You don't usually cook cucumber. I feel like cucumber might not be good under pressure. So the cucumber is not as cool as it thinks it is. If it can handle pressure. Let me find a good vegetable for you guys. Let's start with Funny since he started that. What vegetable would Funny be? We're doing fruit too, right? Yeah, you said tangerine. Fruit or vegetables? That's a hard choice if I have all the options. By the way, I'm gonna heat up a pan with some avocado oil. I know oil's not good for you, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna steam my vegetables. I want it to taste good. So everyone that has a problem with oil, don't look. And then I'm gonna cut an onion into slices. 100% shuriken is the apple of this group. Sensible alpha of the group, healthy and disciplined. Marcus definitely green chili, spicy and hot, takes you to deep water. I like that. Although, all too loud. Is it a trigger word? You're right. Oil. Whisker biscuit. What vegetable would I be, or fruit? And Funny, I like the idea of what you said, that shuriken is an apple. I can see that. Like a Fuji apple. Or maybe because you like tea so much, shuriken and Chinese teas. Maybe you're the mix of an apple and pear. It's like this Chinese apple. What's it called? It tastes better than an apple in my opinion. It's a little bit more fancy. So that may be the most kind and generous thing anyone has ever said to me. I still have to figure out what Funny is. Not a potato. I could see an onion Funny, to be honest. Not just because your name is funny, an onion, and you'd be a Funyun, but not saying you're a Funyun, because Funyuns, no one likes Funyuns. So you're definitely much cooler than a Funyun. I'm talking about everyone needs an onion for cooking, right? So it's a staple. And it can be used for so many things, and it spices up food and makes it tasty. And I think I could see you as an onion. So I would never cook without an onion. I think everyone needs onions in their life, and they make everything better. A potato. I'll be a potato. Well, we said that potato's a cool kid, so that's good. I don't see myself as a cool kid, but you probably just said that because I'm German, which is okay. I like potatoes. I'm not sure which fruit you mean, but it sounds really tasty. It's I don't know, it's not very common here in America. I've never seen it here in America. In Germany we have it a lot. There's like a special season for it. It's called nashi. It's called nashi apple or pear. It's a mix between pear and an apple, and it comes from China. So it's definitely, it tastes like an apple, looks like an apple, but it also tastes like a pear. And I can imagine it going very well with tea when you slice it up. Or persimmon. I could also see you being a persimmon. One of my favorite fruits, by the way. Very underrated, it's really good. Onion, yes, important for most all savory circumstances and having many layers. Yes, you should, sure I can. Nashi, it's really good. But I'm tempted to say that you're a person and thinking about it more. Because in China, I would have persimmon slices with tea sometimes as like instead of biscuits in Britain, you know, I would have persimmon slices, and it's a very popular fruit in Japan, so I think I go with persimmon for you. And that's a compliment, because I could eat persimmons every day. Persimmons, cherries, black grapes, those are my favorites. Except the part where I make people cry. Well, being able to do that is definitely special. Not everyone can make people cry, so. And yeah, onion is probably the most important ingredient in the kitchen for cooking. Everything is so much better with onion. And it tastes bland if you don't have it. Well, it might not be for many people, because people like persimmon. I don't know if persimmons are very popular here, but in Asia they definitely are. It's like apple. Why not Asia? I can't generalize it like that, but in Japan and in China. And like I said, one of my favorite fruits ever. They never disappoint. You always know what you get. It's one of those fruit where they're never sour. They're very, you know what to expect. They're kind of like the rock of the fruit, you know. You buy them and you know they're going to be sweet and they're going to be tasty. There might be some that are not as tasty as others, but they will never disappoint you. They're very stable. Just fruit that you can rely on. So I am caramelizing onion right now, by the way. I always forget to talk about what I'm doing. Onions only make people cry if they don't take enough care in the cutting. This is good. It makes people respect you. True. The knives are and the knives and the handling of people play a big role in the onion crying thing. That's a very good assessment, a way to put it. They only cry if they don't handle you right or if they don't treat you right. I don't consider it as making people cry. It just helps people more clearly after some thought. Tough situations. Personally, if I were to assign me a fruit or a berry or a vegetable, I would consider myself a gooseberry. Gooseberries. And those pink ones, those little ones. Gooseberries. I definitely heard about it before. And those the ones from Canada. What fruit or vegetable can capture liquid consistence? I wonder. I don't know if we're talking about that. It's definitely a conversation I have with my husband at like 2 a.m. in the morning. Just having discussions about what fruit or vegetables or animals we would be. I'm trying to think. What animal I assigned him. Schatzi, do you remember what animal I said that you would be? Was it a boar? Or bear? I think I said both, but then I ended up with boar. So yeah, I think I said my husband would be a boar or a bear. I think I would, I don't know. If there was a mix between those two, that would be perfect. Hi Eric. We had another Eric here earlier. I think I mixed you guys up. Small, seedy, sour at first, but sweet as you get to know me better. Small, seedy. Nice. I have to look it up, the gooseberry. I know I heard about it. I'm pretty sure I've seen it before. The tangerine. That's a thought. Not sure. Not sour as the lemon, but not sweet as the tomato. Somewhere in between in life of the party, but sound otherwise. Tangerine is definitely a very staple, or very much a staple, I guess, in many people's house. Not as popular as apples, or not as important as apples, but during the Christmas season, when people get nostalgic or ready for the holidays, they stock up on the tangerines and make sure to get some vitamins during the darker months. So I like the idea of the tangerine. Thanks, funny. Okay, so my onions are caramelizing. I will add a little bit of sugar, just a little bit. Hi Yusuf, I am from Germany. How about yourself? Good source of vitamin C. Yes, not as good as broccoli and bell peppers, I think. I think I call myself a bell pepper. If I just assign myself a fruit or vegetable, I think I want to be a bell pepper. Not saying tangerine isn't good, but just if I pick one for myself. And if I was a berry, I would like to be a cherry, and that rhymed, even though it's not technically a berry. It's a stone fruit. So I guess I can have another berry. So I would be a bell pepper if I was a vegetable, personally, my pick. A fruit, I would be a cherry. And If it was a berry, I would be a raspberry. I would want to be a raspberry. Okay. Oh, garlic. I almost forgot about the garlic. I have some garlic here among my onion peels. Turkey, Istanbul. Merhaba. Oh. I guess he is blocked. Thanks, Shuriken. It's so nice to have mods that I can fully trust without even asking what happened or checking. I'm gonna cut some garlic. I wonder if Gaelic, the language, and garlic are somehow related. Maybe it had something to do with vampires, where Gaelic people did they have anything to do with vampires? I don't think they did. Also, I watched the movie Sinners. It's a vampire movie. Shuriken, I know you like the vampire movies too. Or the horror stuff. So, for my husband, it was a little bit too little spook, too little gore, too little vampire. The way they portrayed the vampires, I think was really good. They made them very Irish, very, yeah, a lot of songs that I knew from my dad's Irish band when I grew up. So it's cool to hear them in the movie. And yeah, the way they made them, very spooky, very how I would imagine a vampire. Very well made. The story was, they could have made more out of it, I think. They really rushed it a little bit, so I wouldn't say I was disappointed or anything. I don't want to be one of those like people that always criticize everything, even though it was okay. But definitely could have made a little bit more out of the movie, I think. A little bit more spook. Spamming, I have no patience for spam. Okay. Yeah, we're having our important vegetable and fruit talk, so we can't have any spammers around. I agree. It's hard for me to catch up with everyone's messages otherwise if someone's spamming. So I'm on your side. Sure can, as usual. Gooseberries react slowly. I might even troll them back. React slowly. Gaelic is Anglican and vampires were Romanian, right? I thought Vlad Dracula was from Eastern Europe. Yes, he is from Transylvania, which is in Romania. So yeah, he was East European. I had a friend in university. She had family from that area, and they had some weird rings, or not weird, but they had those like family, I always forget the name of it, when you have like a symbol, your family has a symbol like a crust kind of, and they had that, and she said they were related to some vampire families historically, like that's what she told us. I don't know if I believe that, but yeah, it was cool stories that she told us, so I tried to believe it, just for the spooks when we lived together in China. So it's funny or interesting to hear her stories. Hi, Gabriel. We got a last minute call from some of our best friends on Saturday offering a pair of tickets for Sinners, but else we couldn't make it. Too bad. I think you would like it, funny. It's a lot about music. Really well made, very well, like almost a little like weird, but I like weird movies, so I would actually recommend watching it in the movie theater because of the music. It's just like nicer watching it in the movie theater. I don't think it will come off as good at home. One of those movies, you know, where it makes a difference. May I see if I can go for a movie? It's been raining all day and can take my bicycle outside. Yes, you should. Funny. This is the perfect weather. Since it's raining in Ohio too, as usual. It's the perfect weather to go watch a movie. Do it. Why not? Nothing's stopping you. Hola. No habla español. Sorry. I had a crazy Romanian friend called Cosmin. His father, I kid you not, ran a vampire-themed tourist gift shop in the former Wallachia. I think Walachei. We use that word in German, Walachei. It just means like the middle of nowhere. Someone lives in a Walachei. So someone lives in the middle of nowhere, basically. That's interesting because, yeah, her family said she was related to like old vampire family. I don't know. They probably know something else that I don't know. My name's Luzana. Hi, welcome. Sinners will definitely be on our to-watch list. Yeah, I think I unfortunately missed Nosferatu in the movie theater. I really regret it, but I like vampire movies or in general horror movies. So, and I also have to rewatch Annabelle saga. That's amazing. I wish I could visit some Romanian places, experience some vampire stuff. Well, let's go on a field trip, everyone. I volunteer to be in the middle if we walk around anywhere in those kind of areas. Okay, I turn this off, so we got this pink stuff. Onions, pink, beetroot, and I'm gonna add some cheese because I have so much cheese left. I usually never have cheese in my fridge except for feta cheese, but I had to buy cheese for an event, like a recipe I had to make for someone, and I still have some leftovers. So we're gonna grate some of the cheese into the pan. We missed Nosferatu in theater also, so regret it. Yeah, me too. I don't even know why. I knew it was out, but it's just one of those moments or weeks where you're like, oh, I'm gonna watch it later. It's still gonna be in the movies, and then the week comes where it's not in the movie theater anymore. But good news, Shuriken. I remember you said you like the Ghibli movies too, right? So there's I think starting end of May, they will start the whole Ghibli universe movies again. So they will show quite a few Ghibli movies in the regular theaters. So if you're interested in that, keep an eye peeled for those on the website. They start pretty much, I think, this month, end of this month. So yeah, just letting you guys know if anyone is interested in that. Middle of the trail, all alone, Army? In the middle? Yeah, all alone, exactly, that's what I'm saying. No, I'll be in the middle, like, you'll be in the front and Shuriken will be in the back. Otherwise, I'm not going on a field trip. Hola, Alguien. ¿Cómo estás? That means, are you good, right? Bien, ¿y tú? I think. I don't speak any Spanish, I'm sorry. I never go anywhere without a rosary and stabbing toes, and I know prayers in Latin. They might not choose to target me, and I eat a lot of garlic, so I guess. So what are you bringing to the table? Funny. I feel like we're going on like a call it, the Fellowship of the Ring. I feel like that's where we're gonna start. We're gonna be 9 people. So we got Shrek and Funny, Marco, Meg, husband. I mean 4 more people. If you want to be like the Fellowship, that is. I don't know if you guys want to. I think it's a cool number. Oh, and then we would have to assign roles of the Fellowship instead of vegetables. So who would we all be if you were the Fellowship? It's a tough question. Marco. Marco be Gimli? I don't know. More like Pippin. And Marco would be Pippin. But yeah, that's good. Sure can always be prepared. You never know when you run into a vampire. Like in the movie, they didn't know either. And it didn't end well for them. Yes, you should look into the Ghibli stuff. I think you will love it. Because it is not kids' movies. It's actually, I mean, it can be kids' movies. It's for kids and adults. So I'm adding an egg into this mixture. I added cheese. I will add sour cream to make it a little bit more moist. Just a little bit. And with sour cream, there are sour creams that have a lot of bullshit in it, and that's with everything in America. Even baking soda, you will find some that has a lot of bullshit in it. So make sure you just find one that has cream, milk, and enzyme, because it's cultured, right? So it will have enzymes in it, and that's all you need. You don't need any gums, you don't need any stabilizers, or pectin, preservatives. Yeah, make sure you get some good stuff. And add some pepper, black pepper. Freshly ground is always better than the pre-ground one. If I were to see a vampire, I'll probably sit with him and bet my life on a game of chess and play. Even if you were to devour me, I'll be just like a 14.99 appetizer. We'll protect you from me. Don't worry. I have no idea how I would protect you, but I'll figure it out. 14.99 appetizer, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna add some, yeah, it was marked down. I like marked down stuff. I'm adding some smoked goat cheese. Usually not a fan of those crumbles because they usually have a layer of cellulose on them to make them not stick together. So I always try to get a block of cheese instead of the crumbled. Same with the grated cheese. The grated cheese always has cellulose around it, so it's better to get a block of cheese. So show you just how it looks like, the filling. Just gonna mix it in a little bit. I'm trying to keep the pieces of cheese kind of intact still. So quick swirl, and here we got our dough. And all we do now is fill the dough into the pie crust or the quiche crust. Let's see if you can see it. Look at that nice color, isn't it cute? Let's do it this way. I hope I added everything that I want to add. Yes. So it's 1 onion, garlic, 2 mini beetroots, grated, a little bit of cheese and smoked goat cheese and 1 egg, just to make it stick together, and a little dash of sour cream just to add some more moisture. And now we're just gonna spread it around. And the filling is gonna rise a little bit because of the egg. Not much, but it will be a little bit higher. Let me scratch everything out of the thing. I hate wasting stuff, so get yourself one of these. That goat cheese smells so good. Smoked cheese in general. Oh, so yummy. Smoked Gouda, or just, yeah, smoked goat cheese. I'm a huge goat cheese fan. I like it much better than other cheese, like cow cheese. Look at that pink color, isn't that beautiful? I feel like my camera is a little dirty, or it doesn't really focus, but yeah, it's just pretty color. I think people are always confused when I bring it to events or parties or wherever I bring it. I like to bring it as a finger food. It's easy to transport and, you know, prepare. So I'm gonna crumble up some feta cheese and just spread it on top. What is that? Mixing beetroot into a paste. Well, it's just all the ingredients I mentioned, just as a filling, you know, to make it a little bit more moist. If it was just the beetroot, it would be a little dry, I guess. Even though I want to try that one French quiche. Or I think it's even called a tart with onion. It's just the dough of the tart and onion, a caramelized onion, and without any other stuff, anything creamy. And I saw that in my Japanese show when they went to Nizza in South France, or Nice, as you say in American or English, and it looked really good. And now this quiche goes into the oven. You can add herbs and like thyme, fresh rosemary, make it more French and more aromatic. But I didn't have any, so I just tried to clean out my fridge and get rid of some ingredients that I still have or had. And yeah, there we go. In the oven it goes. It looks nice. You should have your hubby do a tasting. I should. I'll try. We'll see if we can lure him in front of the camera. Just letting the imagination run wild. Oh, I missed some. You're probably the $18.99 dessert. Shuriken will be this. You guys are the best. I love it. Let me see. Gotta read all your stuff. I forgot, or I didn't see when I was cooking. No bullshit. Sour cream seems like the best kind, and no mistake. Yes. Shuriken will be the $36.99 family platter. Absolutely love that. I'm the $18.99 dessert. I like that. Just like I love anything sweet, so I'm very happy about that. Just like a triple layer cake with some gigantic tower of ice cream on top and some obnoxious toppings that make it super unhealthy, but you'll be happy for 10 minutes and then you regret it. And you're like, damn, why did I spend so much money on that? Marco is the soup that gives trouble stomach. 5 hours. Oh, poor Marco with his stomach. I shouldn't, yeah, but it's funny that you said that, just because it's accurate. Spot on, you're really good at this. Funny, I agree. I love that. That's why I love you guys. It's just so funny because I'm one of those people, like I love making those comparisons about or like people and animals or foods and try to explain why. And I don't know anyone that likes doing that except for my husband, so that's just hilarious that we can do that here. That's great. I've never gotten too much into goat cheese, and for some reason, and I'm not fond of any kind of mold cheese. Yeah, my husband doesn't like mold cheese at all. I have one Germany vlog where I ordered food for him, and one of them was fried camembert. Yes, us Germans don't fry a lot, but we fry our camembert cheese. It's kind of like a, I don't know if you have camembert cheese here in America. It's kind of like a brie. So it falls under the category of brie. And I honestly could not tell you what the difference between brie and camembert is. I know the taste difference, but I couldn't explain it to you. So I gotta step up my cheese knowledge, I guess. But I think camembert is more bitter than brie. And we eat fried camembert in Germany with berry jam, like a special Swedish berry. It's called Preiselbeere. It's like a sour berry you'll find in the forest, and we make a little jam out of it, and it's very sour but sweet, and we eat that with the fried breaded cheese. It is really good. It cancels out the bitterness of the cheese, and I got that from my husband. I thought he would really like it because he loves cheese, but he did not like it at all. So yeah, I love it though. It is good, but I'm not a fan of gorgonzola cheese, like the one with the green cheese, like the Italian cheese. I like it for sauces, but not on its own. It reminds me of pizza, and that's always a good thing. Yes, I agree. Pizza is a good thing. It's kind of like the French answer to pizza, and it has more filling. It's just like a crust and then a lot of filling. So kind of like a cake, like a savory cake. I love it because as you know, I grew up, or I lived most of my life at the border to France and Switzerland, and we have a kind of pizza there where I come from, and it's called Weihe. And Weihe, if you translate it, it's referring to something holy, but I couldn't translate it into English right now. I'd have to look that up. But it's yeah, it's something to do with church, I think. But it's like a pizza dough, but a little bit different. It's more yeasty, and it's a big thing pizza dough. It's very flat. It usually doesn't have a lot of crust. It's just like a flat dough, and then you put sour cream on top. It's not sour cream, but it's similar to sour cream. We have a different dairy product for it, but sour cream is very close to it. So we spread the sour cream on top, kind of like a white pizza almost, just not Alfredo sauce, but sour cream. And then you add ham to it, like pancetta ham, like the really fatty one, like bacon almost. Yeah, not ham, bacon, like the one that's still raw but smoked. And you add that on top, and then some onions, and then you let it caramelize. So it's like a pizza with bacon and onions, and it is really delicious. I order it myself when I go there without the bacon. There's vegetarian options, and they're just as good. So that's the pizza where I come from. Pizza, it's not really pizza, but similar. So that just reminded me of what you just said, Shuriken. I did preheat the oven, funny. Thank you for reminding me. I know I always forget about that usually. So I'm glad you guys already know me so well. Like pizza, yes, Saga. Beer cheese. Beer cheese is actually not a German thing. That's I don't want to ruin that image for you guys, but beer cheese and pretzel sticks is not German. And so is Reuben sandwich. Reuben sandwich is not German. I've never seen a Reuben sandwich in my life before I came to America. Same with German chocolate cake. German chocolate cake does not exist in Germany. It is not a German chocolate cake. It was just the name of the person that invented it. I think his last name was German or something. So I debunked some German dishes. Yeah, beer cheese is not a real thing. We have cheese that is infused with beer, but it's like a block of cheese, you know, when you buy like smoked Gouda or like applewood smoked cheese. And then it might be infused with beer, but we don't have the cheese sauce as a dip. We don't dip a lot of things. In Germany, that is a very American thing to do. Same with pizza, we don't have a sauce on the side when we have pizza. We would never have a blue cheese sauce with that or ranch or anything like that. We eat it just as it is. Same with pretzel sticks. Pretzel sticks are eaten in Germany with butter out of the fridge. It needs to be cold butter and or Nutella. That's how we eat pretzel sticks. But we don't dip it into beer sauce or beer cheese. What you're rumbling about? Hi Marco. Camembert cheese. How do you get the idea for making these mouth-watering recipes? I never saw a beetroot recipe like this. I don't know. Just from, you know, traveling and eating all around places in Europe, and then just remembering recipes. And I worked, sorry guys, as a recipe creator myself for many years. So I just like coming up with ideas and just going through my fridge and seeing what I have in my fridge, and then I just throw everything together in like a kind of logical order. Like I know in my head how things will taste when I combine them. Most of the times, I definitely screw up sometimes, but most of the times I would say 90% of the times it works out pretty well. Is that switchberry a lingonberry? I was about to say lingonberry, but then I was like, no one will probably know what a lingonberry is, but I had no idea it's like an American word for you guys. So thank you, Shuriken. Yes, it's a lingonberry. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. I am everywhere, funny. Yes. Now I believe you, Marco. You don't feel good? I'm sorry. Now I feel bad for being in a funny mode. I was complimenting you, Marco. If you were a vegetable, you'd be a green chili. And if you were eaten by Dracula, you'd be a soup that troubled him later. Sound about right? I think so. Marco, sir, going to stay on Earth. Yeah. You're forgiven. I forgive you. Also, there's this hilarious anime. I'm not an anime person at all. I didn't study Chinese because I'm an anime person, and I'm not interested in Asian culture because I love anime. I actually do not care about it, but there's some that are good. And Delicious in Dungeons is a hilarious anime, and if anyone needs a new anime to watch on Netflix for free, it is amazing. It is so funny, and it's about food, kind of. So Shuriken, you said Meg likes D&D, so it is basically a D&D world, like a Dungeons world, but anime, and it has food in it, and it is so funny. Like, I rarely ever laugh at cartoons or animes, but that one really made me laugh a few times. It's really good. I know, stomach problems, Marco. Did you eat anything funny, Marco? Did you go out for eating, or what did you try today? I think I will experiment making my own planning to be a farmer. I will blend everything together. I don't know if that is a good idea, Marco. Please don't risk it. I'm not the expert here, but that sounds like it may be a terrible idea. Yeah, I think I'm on Shuriken's side. Anime is life. I know, funny. I know for some it is, and nothing wrong with that. I've seen virtually no anime. I can use one hand to count the animes that I've seen. I watched Delicious in Dungeons, Death Note, One Piece. Okay, it might be two hands.
Oh my god.
Demon Slayer and what else? Blue-Eyed Samurai, which is amazing by the way. And it's not like an anime. It's more like a Japanese show, but made into an anime, if that makes sense. It is really good. It's about sword making, by the way. Shuriken, I think you would enjoy that one. Blue-Eyed Samurai, it's on Amazon. And it's not the typical anime, it is really, really good. Different style and everything, and very good narration, very, not dark, but very, it's a vibe. That's how I could describe it. And yeah, a few, like I said, not into it at all, like explicitly. Like I do watch it, but just as much as I watch other stuff, you know, or probably even less, like much less. I think that's an excellent idea if you were planning to throw them away. Yeah. Oats, hungry as hell now. Oats. Well, you said that you like oats, or that it makes you feel okay. You probably don't like them. Like no one. I mean, my husband loves oats, but normal people usually don't love oats. Like I don't think I've ever craved oats. Although, yeah, there's been times in the past in China when I couldn't eat anything. Because of my stomach problems there. So yeah, I was definitely having those troubles in China, Marco. Probably not to your level, like if you have the pain, and I only had it for like a couple of weeks and not for so long. So I don't want to compare it. Ami, will you please tell me the name of that anime once more? So the one that I think Mac would really like, and it's funny to watch together as a couple just because it makes you laugh and it's just very charismatic characters, is called Delicious in Dungeons. And it takes you like 1 or 2 episodes to get into it, but it's really funny if you just want to watch something after a long day or while you're eating. So Delicious in Dungeons is a very good one. And then the one that I think that you would really like is Blue-Eyed Samurai. And it is about swords and sword making. I don't want to say too much in case you want to watch it. Or at least that's part of it. And another one I watched was Vinland Saga. So anyone that likes history, European history, like Viking history, Vinland Saga describes the Viking history in an anime. And I've never been hooked on an anime like I've been on Vinland Saga. And surprisingly, I really liked that one a lot because I had a lot of historical aspects in it that I really enjoyed. So yeah, it's a good one. Did you eat anything funny? But on the upside, all my pants from 10 years ago fit now. I guess, yay, if you want to find something positive. But yeah, of course, you shouldn't, or you wouldn't want to lose too much weight. So I don't know. Of course, sure I can. Anytime. You guys gave me so many good tips already. Most of my YouTube shorts were taken down today. What a miserable day it was. I think if there's anything in it that has any things in it that should not, or that the algorithm doesn't like, and you probably know what things I'm referring to, they're usually this big and like long, the things that you just talked about, I think it is deleted because some people
have those bad thoughts and they do bad things with those things. So I think that's just because YouTube just wants to be careful with that. I think they're very sensitive. I think since it's AI probably taking care of it and not people watching it, AI doesn't have the capacity to evaluate if it's like a sarcastic thing, if it's like German humor, you know, they don't have that capacity yet or that judgment yet that a human brain would have. So yeah, I understand that it's frustrating, but it's just a machine, you know, not figuring out the sense of humor, I guess. Got 1,000 likes with the first 40 minutes and then it disappeared. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, Marco. I think, yeah, those topics are just very critical on YouTube. I know it shouldn't be like that. Like people should have more to be able to, you know, show their creativity and I wish YouTube would be more understanding of the sense of humor and not take it super seriously. But I think, like I said, since it's AI and not a human, the algorithm just deletes it, you know, just so they don't get in trouble because they also have like a responsibility, like as YouTube. So they don't want to get in trouble. So they probably don't care and they just delete it. Even though you put so much work into it and it's really upsetting. Oscar. Oscar's coming over. Did you switch posting content on YouTube?
Yeah, it's late.
1,000 likes. 1,000 likes in 40 minutes. That's crazy. That was that. Yeah, 1,000 views or 1,000 likes. That's a difference. 1,000 likes. That definitely went viral immediately. That's crazy. We did cook. YouTube has always been politically correct. Yeah. I would say in the past, when it was like PewDiePie era, they were probably way more lenient with things, but to some extent I think it is really good that they are more PC, you know, just to protect certain people. So I think it is an improvement in many ways, but also very restricting in other ways, of course, especially if they don't understand the humor and if they don't really look into it and they just, you know, chase it through a filter and then they just delete it. I'm afraid that Marco's sense of humor may be too sophisticated for most people in all machines. Yeah, especially the machines and obviously also people. I agree. Fortunately, it's like you said, Marco, it's not mainstream, so and it's not cute cat videos. So YouTube does not like it. 1,000 likes, yes. Oh wow. That is amazing. 1,000 likes. I think I only had like 4 shorts since I started YouTube like over a year ago that ever had more than 1,000 likes, so that's super rare. You must have got an upshot in your subs as well. Oh yeah, if you have 1,000 likes, you definitely get a couple followers from that. Let me tell you, guys, I think there's a YouTube account that's a very sophisticated bot posing actual person with videos on their channel and interacting in lives and everything. Sounds crazy, but really? So like an AI generated person talking and everything? Has it been on your channel, Shuriken, or in your comments? I mean, YouTube account just live stream. Wow. I mean, there is AI YouTube accounts or bots, or even Instagram accounts, like models that are just AI, or even musicians that are completely just AI generated. It's not impossible. Yes. I mean, no life on the weekend. Wasn't there like that Elon Musk AI thing that just looked like him, and he was like a Chinese guy, and they kind of acted like he was just a lookalike, but it was all just like AI generated. And there was videos about him and even live streams where he talked about that, and it looked so realistic and no one could tell the difference. So I definitely believe it. Shuriken. You're celebrating your daughter's graduation. Yay, that's great. That sounds really fun. So you get something to look forward to. Sounds much better than having to deal with trolls and people that don't understand the humor. But of course, we're sad that we're missing out on the live stream, but I'm sure it's not going to be the last chance we get for live stream. So we'll just wait for the next time.
There's 2 of them.
I'm going to let that quiche cook a little bit longer. Oh man, I forgot to add something to the quiche. I want to add some cream to get rid of that, but it doesn't matter. It might not rise as high with the little liquid I put in. 3 thunderstorms, yes, us 2. We had 3. So the first one was when I streamed, and we had another one after that I didn't stream. And then we had one during the live stream, the cooking live stream. So it's just a very stormy day, and tomorrow it's gonna storm again, I think. Aerospace engineering, yes, I think so. Raumfahrt engineer. Tomorrow is supposed to rain 24 hours straight. Yeah, I just talked about it, and now I read the answer. Yeah, 24 hours, that's rough. I think here it's only half a day. And AI person, I saw them in a Japanese streamer's live. And in Marco's live, and they can't comment on my vids sometimes. Sounds like a bot and clearly has limited understanding. Oh, it is so creepy, isn't it? That nowadays you will never know if like a person is talking to you or if it's like an AI or a bot. I think it is crazy. Because I get weird bots sometimes, or like trolls. I feel like there's even AI trolls nowadays that try to act like a troll. But remember that one guy, Shuriken, I think Funny, you were there too. And Marco, I think you weren't there. It was like this like British guy, and he talked complete nonsense. So he either was like a professional nonsense troll, or it was AI just babbling like some most random stuff. But I definitely have some comments sometimes that they don't make any sense. It's not even a language. It's like a mix of like different languages. It's super weird. So I think that's probably more common than we think. She will officially be an aerospace engineer in less than 48 hours. Wow, that's amazing. That must feel so cool to be the parent and your children just being grown up and having a degree in engineering. Not saying if you wouldn't be proud of them, you know, if they did something else. I think as a parent you probably are always proud of your kids, but that must be next level proud. It's way more sophisticated than any YouTube bot I've seen. Okay. I think in Asia they're way more advanced with the whole AI thing, especially when it comes to streaming, because streaming is such a big thing, or even robotics. I think everything in China and Japan is so much more advanced, or South Korea, than here. I might loan her my V8 for one day as a treat. Oh, how cute. Even if it rains, Marco? Or can you not, Oscar? Oscar. Say hi to the chat. Say hi to the chat, Chatsy. Ta-da! Doesn't he look dapper with his little bow tie? Very distinguished, yes, you're very distinguished. You smell the tart or the quiche? But you can't have it because it has onion, Chatzi, okay? You can't have onion. That's awesome. You must be so proud. It's getting placed already. If you check in the comments on my second to last two post. Okay. I'm gonna figure out which one it is, so I'm gonna see it as like a treasure hunt now. I wanna check out that account. Did you ever see the video when an AI was talking with an AI? Oh, when they had like a phone call or something? You must be so proud. It's absolutely incredible. Absolutely. I agree. That must be such an amazing feeling of accomplishment as a parent. Champagner ist im Kühlschrank, kalt gestellt. Nice. I saw the picture or the post. I'm gonna check that out now and comment just so you know that I'm looking at the right person. The AI versus AI conversation is so strange. I think I've watched it like a long time ago. I don't remember much of it. I just still have that Elon Musk look-alike guy in front of my face. The AI. I was shocked to find out it was just AI. Shorty, are you hungry again? Yeah? You want to eat your allergy pill? He has some, like a supplement. And it's not really a pill or anything like that. It's just like a supplement with turmeric and anti-inflammatory stuff like lion's mane, I think. And they're pretty big, so they're made for bigger dogs. So I always let him like bite off a piece. There. There. Just a piece. Good boy. A little bit more. Good boy. And he always bites off half. He knows how it works. A little bit more. There you go. He's being very cooperative with that. He always takes a few nibbles and then he knows he's good. You good boy. He looks skinny on the camera. I see that here. Like it looks like you can see his ribs, but I promise you, you cannot feel it. So I think he has a very healthy level of fat on him. But I have a vet appointment with him this week. Not this week, sorry. Next week. And then I'm gonna ask some questions about his dental and some other stuff that I have to figure out, and I'm just gonna do some blood works. I wanna see if his kidneys are okay, just all the old man stuff, just making sure he's okay. Probably gonna be super expensive as usual, but I just wanna make sure he's good. No VH to nobody if it rains. No exceptions are being made. I was about to ask that and then Oscar distracted me. I was about to ask if you would make any exceptions for her if it rained. But I didn't think you would. I'll be right back. I will eat nothing tomorrow either, so we can eat and celebrate on Sunday. I still have to inflate 100 balloons. 100 balloons? Wow. Do you have a balloon thingy to blow them up? Because I saw, oh yeah, I saw the video that you made where the balloon popped. So I guess you do. 99 balloon, since I blew up one for making shorts. Yes, exactly, that was when I was referring to the red one. Well, then you can play 99 Luftballons. 99 Luftballons. I think there's even an English version of that song from Nina. I think our quiche is good. Let me try if it's cooked. 3 more minutes and then take it out. Yes, 99 balloons. You know that song? Compressor in the garage. Correct. Nice. You beat me to mentioning the 99 lift balloons. Ah, that's funny that you all know that. It's such a famous German song, but I guess it's an international song now. And it was played when the wall came down in East Germany, and they would let the balloons fly over Germany. So pretty very emotional day for many. Back, by the way. Yeah, we noticed. Glad you're back. Sure we can. And I need to check out that AI thing. I'm very curious now. Once we're done. Thanks for letting us know. It's definitely an interesting thing, the AI universe, isn't it? Crazy how much it improved too. Do you guys ever use ChatGPT, by the way? I'm just asking because I have friends that use ChatGPT a lot for almost everything. Instead of Google, they would ask ChatGPT, because I guess you get a very compromised, narrowed down answer that is the result of many search results, or just like a compromised version. Nina, yes, 99 red balloons. Get 99 problems, but a balloon ain't one. That's a cheesy song. Yeah, you covered that from Nina, I guess. I went through your second last post and I must be dumb. I couldn't recognize the account. Oh, this is professionally. We'll see if I'll find it later. I hope so. Maybe it got deleted or YouTube took it down or something because it recognized it was a bot. But I guess if it's a famous bot, it would not be deleted, because I think that's like a thing now that AI can have YouTube accounts. I think it's a thing in Japan that people, or China too, that people listen to AI live streams. Or whole YouTube channels that are not real, just like this fake AI person. But I would not think that it would make its way into Marco's comments or into yours, Shuriken. Beer counts as a liquid meal, right? Well, yeah, I guess liquid bread, as the Bayern would say. Bayern und das bayerische Bier, Bayern und das Reinheitsgebot, Bier unser flüssiges Brot. Yeah, I just had to sing the lyrics with the melody to make sure. Sometimes I only remember song titles when I sing the melody with it. So in Bavaria they say it's like a song about Bavaria, and beer is part of that lyrics, obviously. For writing my audit at Facts, we have a licensed version of OpenAI. Oh, nice. Well, I guess it's super helpful for so many things, but it's also easy to cheat with it, you know, like university stuff or school stuff. I just checked to make certain that I can't comment on my second to last post, the one with all the different pours. Check it out if you think of it. Okay, I will get our coffee beer from Aldi. Ooh, nice. Marco, I mentioned it earlier, but you weren't there yet. So did you go to Aldi this week? Because it is German week at Aldi. And it's not like I'm trying to promote that or make advertisement for it, but I'm not getting paid by Aldi. And it's the German week at Aldi, so I'll probably try to make a video tomorrow and buy some products and tell you which ones are good, which ones you don't have to try because they're not worth it, and which ones are my favorite. So if you trust my taste, feel free to get them and try them for yourself. They have some really good things. It's always the same, unfortunately, so it's never really anything crazy that I haven't seen the years before, but at the same time it makes me excited for the ones that I know that are there, or the ones that I like, because I know they will be there. So I guess it's good that they don't really change it up that much. But yeah, there's this one cookie that I love. It's one of my favorite cookies. Whenever I bring it to friends' houses, when I get it here in America, they always like it. So it's always a winner. And I'm sure it goes great with tea. Okay, by the way, I got the quiche out of the oven. Still sizzling. Can you hear the sizzle? Smells really good. I'm gonna get my cooling rack. I just washed it, so I'm glad I can wash it again. I'll let that cool down for a second. Yeah, it's definitely baked. Nom, nom, nom. Oh. Check out the song. I don't wanna. I know. I heard it in your shorts. Chef is to hand. Okay, now I got the hint too. I'll definitely look out for that. My favorite song now. It's actually, it sounds a little bit like a banger. I think I might like it. Sometimes I do like rap music, but it depends. Not always. I think the new Kendrick Lamar album is a banger. But I'm not super into rap music or anything like that. It's already my channel. Yeah, he has, I think the last couple shorts were made with that. If they haven't been taken down yet, Marco. Spectacular. I can hear the sizzle. Yay. Thank you. And I'm glad you could hear it. Still a little hot. I have to wait a couple minutes and then I'll turn it around and put it on here, and then we can cut into it and try a piece together, because there's nothing worse than watching someone cook, or like a stream or a video or anything that's related to food, and then they don't try it in the end and tell you how it was, and then just end the video there. That annoys me so hard if people do that. And yeah, I've seen so many videos where people do that. I'm like, really? Did I just watch it for like 20 minutes to not get the result, or not get a tasting in the end? Did I miss this one, Marco? Nope, that rap you won't appreciate, trust me. Oh, okay, yeah, probably not. I only heard the one refrain that was in the shorts. I only used the very first lines, the song before it would get really bad. Yeah, some of the rap music is interesting, I guess. The crust is super crumbly, very buttery. Dry if you don't eat it with anything with the filling, but it tastes good. Yes, it's yummy. Very, very crumbly, very buttery, like a shortbread, but like a savory kind. I have to make a chocolate tart for you one day. I make a mean chocolate tart. It's delicious. It's so good. It's very French. Not much in it, nothing that doesn't need to be in there. It's very basic, but it's so good. I have to make that soon. Okay, let me try to do that. I hope it works. I'm probably gonna break it. It's always nerve-wracking. Okay. Ta-da! We lost a little bit of a crust, but I take that. Nothing stuck. So let's cut into that. I like eating it when it's hot or warm. Not hot, but I don't like it cold. Although it tastes good when it's cold. You can definitely, the quiche is definitely something you can eat the next day. I know there's people that don't like pizza the next day. I personally like pizza the next day, but with a quiche it's different. I think it's much different from a pizza, especially if you eat it the second day. Even when it's out of the fridge, it's still delicious. Let me put that down a little bit so you can see it. Let's cut into that, shall we? It smells good. Ta-da! So you got a super thin layer of crust, and it is dry. It's not like soggy or anything. I'll give you some ASMR. So it's a dry, like fully cooked, and it doesn't like fall apart. So you know, you can bring it to party, to work, or for a picnic, or yeah, it's just very handy food to make for if you want to bring it somewhere, keep it for the next day, or yeah, I like making quiche, and it's perfect if you want to get rid of food in your fridge and you just want to get rid of cheese, sour cream, scrapes, eggs, any vegetables that you have, onions, you know, you can throw in everything and get creative with it. So sliced to perfection. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, the dough is really thin. That is delicious. Yum. Ooh, I wish I could share with you. Man. Yeah, look at that thin dough. And that filling. Oh, so good. Shuriken, I know you said you're not a big fan of goat cheese, but maybe this recipe can warm you up to goat cheese. I think it's just a good balance with the beetroot, the sweetness, and the onion, and the goat cheese blends in very well. It's not too pungent or anything. Yeah, I think it is really good. Sliced with a shuriken knife. I wish, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Have the hubby taste it out. That'd be interesting, of course, unless he doesn't want to come on camera. Probably. Schatzi! Colton, you want to try the quiche? It's delicious. It's the goat cheese one with the beetroot. I left the first name of the account on a short of yours. Oh, smart. Merhaba, güzellik. Tazin. It's been the last 10 minutes on your channel and I still couldn't get the account. Would you comment on one of my shorts? I'm gonna see if I'll find the account on your account, Shuriken. If not, I'll let you know. Or I'll just check Funny's YouTube account and look under his shorts. But there's a bit here. Yummy. Oh, I think last time I made that, I added a grated pear into it. I just remembered that there was something else in there. So I added pear to make it more sweet. But honestly, I think the beetroot itself is already so sweet. That is fine without it. I nearly reached to the phone screen and grabbed your hand a moment ago, cutting on a wire rack. Just. I know. You know what I said? It's very funny that you said that, Shuriken. When they had a cooking stream and you weren't there. So, I'll show you. Where my nerve? So I had something on my chopping board. And I used this knife. And I scratched something off the chopping board. Completely forgot to use the back of the knife and I used the blade. And I think I said it to you, Fanny or Marco. It's like, I'm so glad that Shuriken isn't here, or he probably would have unsubscribed immediately and left without a word. Because I could hear the sound of the blade scratching and I was like, oh no, what did I do? So, that is very funny that you just said that. And I know it's terrible for the knife to do that. But I don't know what else I would do. I don't want to take it off the cooling rack because I'm too impatient. Here we go again. To let it cool down and then put it on the wooden chopping board and then cut into it. And I'm way too hungry, so I apologize. He doesn't want to taste. He gets no goat cheese. Exactly, I'm gonna eat it all in one go now, even if my tummy hurts. You gotta go to work yourself now. Okay, bye Marco the Great. Will be, are you going live? Are you worshipping yourself on live stream? Because if yes, I'll hop off so everyone gets the chance to watch it. Oh, I would 100% eat this and love it, I'm sure. I'm not opposed to goat cheese the way I am with mold cheese. Okay, good. I'm glad. Because goat cheese is really good. Mold cheese, honestly, yeah. I like it, but I understand if people don't like it. And I wouldn't be upset about it, obviously. But with goat cheese, I'm like, because I love goat cheese, like the flavor. So I'm like, please give it a chance. It's really good. You know me all too well. I have a water stone in Germany, Shuriken. When I used my Japanese knives for cutting, it came with it in a present. It was like a blue stone. And I love doing that. I have no idea if I did it right, but I loved my Japanese knives. I think it was Kun. I can't think of the brand. It's a very, not a super fancy Japanese brand. Like it's not like an insider or anything. It's just a very popular Japanese knife brand. But it has like this steel, that with the swirls in it. I don't know how to say it. even though the blacksmith at the historic settlement talked to me about it, and because I asked him about swords and knives and some of the differences and all that stuff, and he talked to me about it, but it was a stressful day, so I forgot half of it already. But that's very cool that you sharpen the knives for friends and family and everything. That is very cool. I wish someone did that for me. They just feel great. Nice. Yeah, I liked mine, but I feel like I didn't do it right. So I kind of ruined my blades more than I did good. I think I made them too thin. Like I got rid of too much steel. Because I was probably too harsh with it. So yeah, I wish I had a knife master like you here in my friend group, where I could bring over my knife and have it sharpened. Luckily my knives are still okay, but they would definitely do good being a little bit sharper, that's for sure. And it's nothing worse than a not sharp knife when you're cooking. So I probably have to get myself a stone at one point for these ones. They're not really good at all, but they do the job for now. I'm gonna put the not leftovers, a bit more than leftover. I'm gonna put it on the wooden chopping board. Probably not. I tried. It's too risky. But I'm gonna do something to not upset you. I'm gonna use this crappy knife that no one needs and I never use. Mushroom stuff. I'm gonna use this for chopping this quiche because this is already not very sharp anymore anyways. And no one needs a small knife like that for chopping. Can never really use it. So yeah, I'm gonna bring the hubby piece of quiche. And call it a day, I think. I don't know if Marco went live. He might be, since he said he's gonna worship himself. Unless I didn't get the code and that's standing for something else, I guess he's going live. And that steel is pattern welded steel. In modern times they call pattern welded steel Damascus, thank you. Just looking for the word Damascus steel. But that's a misnomer. True historical Damascus steel was crucible woods rather than pattern welded. Okay, you really know everything about it. Yeah, I think that all I remember from the blacksmith that he told me was like the fact that they would never dip a sword that they blacksmithed. I don't know the word for it. They would never dip that into cold water because the steel they used for it was too brittle and it would break. So they would put it into hot oil to cool it down, or beeswax, and coat it. And yeah, I forgot most of it, unfortunately. And I remember Shark Tank having a business pitch of people with sharp knives for $39 a subscription annually. I think there's something like that out there where you can have a subscription for that. On behalf of your other knife, I thank you for abusing the crappy knife this time. Yeah, one of it has to suffer. Sure, maybe there's a market for that, although I'm 100% sure you would do that artistically then commercially. Yes. Worshipping oneself almost seems fans only business. I try not to assume, but yeah. Who knows? Marco's gonna. I'm sure. I would not assume that, but he always has his ears and eyes everywhere, so I'll be careful. Katana, for your dad, Marco may have been referring to some. Oh no, so he's saying the same. Oh no, now I gotta get that out of my head. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. Let me use that cinnamon broom. This smells like cinnamon. This is not some witchcraft, by the way. This is just a cinnamon broom that smells nice like cinnamon for Christmas. Or I used it during Christmas, and I still just had it here. But maybe it works. Who knows? Okay, I'm gonna distract myself with some show, or I think there's something I need to do. My memory is so bad. And I also gotta walk Oscar pretty soon. You weren't fond of the mental image yourself? I'll be concerned if you were, although, no, I take that back. Put my phone somewhere. I had to put it on the charger, so it's hard to make your phone stand up if you have the charger down there. So I think I'm gonna hop off, so you guys can enjoy having that mental image in your head and enjoy the rest of the evening. I'm gonna go and play some Scrabble, probably some Age of Empires. Nice. So you're gonna go live, Funny? I assume? Or are you just playing by yourself? And it's very funny that you guys had the same thought, by the way, and I was just being naive, thinking about very normal things. I might. Okay. I guess we'll see if you are online or not, if you're live or not. And if not, I'll see you next time. And Sunday, I believe, we are at the Renaissance Festival, so I will definitely stream a little bit from there. Yeah, my pants got loose for no reason. I didn't even lose weight, but my pants are just loose. I'll stream from the Renaissance Festival, I think. And tomorrow, I think we will try the Dubai chocolate tomorrow. I will try the Dubai chocolate tomorrow. Eventually my friends too. And I might do that on stream if you guys would be interested in that. And other than that, I don't have any plans for YouTube this weekend. And yeah, I wish you a great weekend. Do you have any plans, anyone? Good evening. You too, sure can look into the mystery account. Oh yeah, sure, you're right. See, I already forgot, so thanks for reminding me. Interesting in what you guys think. I will look into it. I'll do that right now. We're gonna do my research on that. I'm gonna do my research. Yes, I'll do it too. And if I won't find it, I'll just check out Funny's shorts where you commented. And yeah, enjoy your weekend, guys. Finally, weekend. I can't believe it. It's already weekend time again. Nothing too big in the way of plans this weekend. Those are the best kind of weekends. Honestly, I totally agree. I'm very excited for the Renaissance Festival, but I also would not be upset if it was just a weekend where I didn't have anything, no plans or activities. But yeah, enjoy the restful weekend, and I hope it's not gonna be too rainy and too stormy, and you guys will find some relaxation. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and making my quiche with me. And I hope you'll recreate it, and I'll post the recipes somewhere else where it's easier to recreate it if you would like to. See you guys next time. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much, Ricken. Appreciate it. I'll tell you all about it when we're back if we don't see each other before that. Bye everyone. Good night.